What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers who have come by to my channel. Listen, man, it is truly, truly appreciated, right? But listen, let's get right into it. It's going to be a quick hitter right now, guys, to talk about the New York Knicks. As you guys know, a tough loss last night to OKC, one of the worst teams in the league that pretty much are playing a lot of their backups and some of their G League players. But, of course, they have a great young star, and Josh Giddey, who put up a triple-double. One of the worst losses of the season, coming back from another tough loss in which they lost to Portland, where they were up by 23 points. One of the biggest things that came out of last night's game was Tom Thibodeau at the end of the game, 39 seconds left, and he pretty much just made a really bad coaching blunder, right? Not realizing that he already used his challenge, and that affected the fact that, he couldn't get a timeout, and just didn't seem to be connected into the game. Like he even said in his press conference, he kind of lost his train of thought there, didn't realize it, and a mistake that was made, it was on his part. Can't have that happen, guys. Can't have that happen. And recently reported, just saw that by Ian Begley today, that the Knicks should prioritize on things in-house. And a big part of that should be playing their young guys. There you go. Listen, like I've always been saying, and like a lot of you guys have been saying, we got to play the young guys. Like I've said, we have a young team, guys. You have guys like IQ, Obi, Cam Reddish, even RJ. Of course, RJ's 21 years old. Even Big Mitch. You got to understand, guys, Big Mitch is only 23. He's also young. Then to me, you have McBride, right? You have Big Sims. You have young pieces here, right, that you can go out there, you can let those guys play and develop. You can have a really, really solid team, which can make this a very attractive place to come and play. But if you don't know what you have, because your coach is too stubborn to play those guys, it's very, very hard for anybody to see why would this be an attractive place to come, right? Because there's no pieces here. And like I said it to you guys before in my last video, if Rose didn't go down, we wouldn't even see how good of a player Grimes is, right? So that tells you right there. People say, okay, McBride's not ready. We don't know if McBride's not ready. Last time I remember, he was saying Grimes isn't ready, right? Last time I remember, he was saying Cam Reddish needs to earn his minutes, right? This is Thibodeau I'm speaking of, guys. So now we have no idea. We don't know how good Sims could be, right? We don't know how good Deuce can be. You give IQ a point guard. IQ has proven and shown that he can score with the best of them as a young scoring guard. And Grimes is showing you that he has a lot of upside. And come on, RJ being 21 years old, he's already shown you this year what he is. And Big Mitch has earned himself, to me, a lot of money. A lot of people are interested in Big Mitch, a lot of other teams. So that tells you the nucleus of what the Knicks have is nice. They have great pieces, man. But the key is, once again, like I said in my last video, is Thibodeau and how stubborn he is to play these guys. It's just at the point now to where the Knicks are and how they're playing. You don't want to use the word tank. We don't want to say that. But we have to start making some decisions, right? And like I stated earlier, Ian Begley stated, should be internal changes. A lot of it should be you got to play those young guys. And, with playing those young guys, you have to understand that they're going to make mistakes. But that's all part of development. RJ made mistakes in the past when he first came to the league, but they believed in him because number one, he was the number 3 pick for the Knicks, so they had to ride it out with him. I think this year, they let Grimes play out and play through his mistakes, and look how well he's playing. To me, you have to do the same thing with Deuce, you have to do the same thing with Sims, and you have to do the same thing with IQ. Let IQ play through it, and then to me, the biggest person out of all of this that's hurting the most is Obi. Obi has a very, very high upside, guys. You guys see it, right? He's, in the open court, he's electric. Off the pick and roll, he is explosive. You got to put him in situations to where you can really truly see his talent and let him be able to show his skill set. But he can't, see his skill set if he's on the bench for 8 minutes. Same thing with Cam Reddish. Great upside. Also, another young guy. You got to play him. We're at that point in the season, especially after last night's loss. And with the road, excuse me, not the road trip, excuse me, with the schedule being as tough as it is coming up, we got Brooklyn, we got Philadelphia, we got a lot of teams that are in the hunt, playoff hunt, and who are very, very solid teams. To me, man, you got to play them. You got to play these guys. This is the best experience that they're going to get them prepared for next season. Because, I feel like the Knicks are going to, if they do make any trades, they're going to make probably trades and kind of, probably trade like some of their vets, like Burks or Fourier or even Randall was in talks, for the offseason. Definitely Kemba. I don't think Kemba will be here next year. So you got to start playing these guys to see what you have. But I think we're at that point. Once again, you don't want to say tank, but if the word fits, then it must fit, right? That's how it goes, right? So listen, man, we got to see what happens. But hey, like we've all been saying, it's time to play the young guys. Let's see what we have. All right. So listen, that's my quick hitter. All right. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right. Once again, also too, please hit that bell icon to get all notifications on all my new shows. All right. This is LV Live, and I appreciate you guys coming to my channel. All right. And I'm out. Peace.